diabetes, right? And I see somebody else got cholesterol issues. Yeah, but why you got to come all up in my car and get about my car? Because if somebody doesn't sound the alarm, hello?
Yes.
If somebody doesn't sound the alarm, hit you in the gut, huh?
Yes.
If somebody doesn't sound the alarm, then you will find yourself suffering. And when you suffer with your health, how important is your Infinity GS whatever in the driveway to you? It ain't.
That's right.
How important is your 5-bedroom chalet up in the hills of whatever? It ain't.
Right.
How important is your nails and your hair and your shoes and your toenails? It ain't. And yet we put our health on the back burner. We have decided that our health is not important to us, that all of a sudden we absolve the responsibility of the maintenance of this temple on somebody who makes money off of us when we are sick. Woo! Student, you're not sick. You just stand in the pharmacy line just to get something. You just stand. I haven't seen you, Mr. So-and-so, for however many months, years. I just want to get something. I don't know, something. You don't do it. We go to medical doctors many times when we're sick. And for the men in the room, it's many times when we're really sick. Because we're challenged. Because we know game, right? We know game. It's like, what you doing? What you doing? Meanwhile, I know there's some of us that need to go because we're not taking care of ourselves like we should. So you have to put your health, your body in the hands of somebody else because you have decided to absolve yourself of that responsibility.
Wow.
You got good insurance, but good insurance cannot compare to good assurance. And so what we're offering here in Total Life Change is assurance. But with the assurance, don't then violate the assurance and do the very thing that you know will destroy the assurance. So I'm going to, go in and get my ISO tea, and I'm going to drink this tea, and I'm going to lose weight, and I'm going to start looking fine, but I'm still going to eat the crap. Hello.
Say it.
I'm still going to eat the crap that should never even touch the lips of you beautiful people that do so many great things and have so much great capability. You drive Infinities and park in parking lots at a Crack Donald's.
Crack Donald's.
Think about it. You'll get it by the time you get home. Oh, that's what he's talking about. Crack Donald's and Murder King.
Murder King. For real, because it's showing the time. Wendy's Eve.
And Chokers and Bo Strangle. And the International House of Pulmonary Heart Disease. And some of us go to the buffet because we love all you can eat, right?
Yeah, no.
But it's not all you can eat food. That ain't food. We don't need all of that. You don't need all of that food in order to properly nourish your body. We have to properly nourish our body so that we can be a product of the product. You want to be able to stand up in the front of a room and have people say, I want to be just like you.
Yeah.
I look at Valerie Love and I'm saying, if I was a woman, I'm like, man, that would be a woman I would be. Yes, Lord. If you can't be one, you find one and you live the rest of your life with her, right? And likewise, that should be our goal and mission, because if skin tea, right,
Yes.
is not producing the results, then people will challenge you. They will challenge you. You don't go to the dentist's office and sit in the chair and the nurse brings in the dentist and Home Slice has no teeth in his mouth and you stay in the chair. You get out the chair quick fast. You find somebody. I got your feet. I'll be right back. Let me get my purse. Let me get my hat. Let me get my shoes. Let me get everything. I'll be right back there. You stay right there. If they don't have it working for them, then why would you want to engage? You've got to be the product of your product. But I got the cheap formula. Y'all with me?
Come on now.
Is everybody with me?
Yeah.
I got the shortcut cheat formula for you right here. We are eating ourselves to death. We are eating ourselves to death. We are pleasing our tongue and sacrificing every organ in the body. Now, what organ in the body are you willing to trade for your tongue? So your tongue could have a good ride. Are you willing to trade your heart? No, because then you die. But you do it every day. Are you willing to trade your pancreas? But we do it. And our liver, we do it. Brain, we do it every day. Are we seeing the plethora of diseases that are affecting our community today? We got Alzheimer's, we got dementia, we got lupus. There are diseases that are as a result of pharmaceutical drugs that we're taking to fix one thing. It's breaking other stuff, and they tell you in the disclaimer, but you don't care because it's like, well, doctor said this, so I believe the white coat because they can't lie to me. However, 92,000 people die every single year as a result of mistakes made by medical doctors. If that many people died on airplanes every year, you wouldn't fly. So why not rely on yourself to be your doctor, to take care of you? Who wants you to be healthier than you? Who makes more money off of you being healthier than you? Right? Who looks better with you being healthier than you? Who feels better than you do? The list goes on. There's so many positives. We got to stop playing this game. We got to get out of our comfort zone. So I've created this thing because I'm just a young boy that came out of Southeast Washington, D.C. I grew up in Southeast, and, you know, during a time when they were switching from marijuana to crack cocaine, I decided I needed to get out the game because I wasn't that serious. I ain't trying to do all of that. And I'm not trying to carry one of those under my coat. And I'm not trying to do all of that. So I got out that game. And I decided that I would do something else on the corner. So I provided healthy food alternatives to our community, which was overwhelmed by garbage food. I said, let me provide a healthier food alternative in a community that was under siege. And we know we're under siege because we're building ramps on the sides of our houses, not because we're lazy, but because we can't get up the steps because we don't have our right foot anymore. Right? We're building ramps on the side of our houses because we've had a heart event as a result of what it is that we consume. And people have the audacity to come to me and say, Doc, I can't eat healthy food like that. I got to have my fill in the blank. I got to, I know it's killing me. I know it's bad for me. I know it, Doc, but I got to, man, it's what we've been eating for years. I got to have my fill in the blank.
Death burger.
You got to have it.
Death
You got to get out of our comfort zone. You have to get out of your comfort zone and recognize that your comfort zone is killing you. What good would it do for you to build this multi-million-dollar, this business here, this multi-million, you're the CEO of the multi-million-dollar business, and you're dead? What benefit is it? So now we have an opportunity to engage a company that is concerned about our health and well-being, that is concerned about our appearance, that is concerned about our longevity, because we checking out at 35, 45, and 55, and then have the audacity from behind the podium at a funeral to say they lived a good, long, healthy life. No, we lie behind the podium. We will tell some lies about John. He was a good brother. No, not him. That's somebody else. He did the best that he could with what he had. Not him. He got the wrong one. And we hear these stories about people who are suffering from these diseases. They're building new wings on hospitals called the cancer wing, the nephrology clinic, the dialysis clinic, right? They're building these, and we think it's progress because now I don't have to drive all the way across town to get my blood filtered. At some point, it is an indictment on the God that delivered you onto this planet. It's an indictment that we have now just believed that all of the illnesses that we suffer from are as a result of some gene, or it just happened to fall out the sky and hit me. And we don't take responsibility that what we are being inflicted with is as a result of what we're choosing in our lives. The food that we choose, the music that we choose, the television programs that we choose. Can I hear scandal? Can the television programs that we look? Ain't nobody say nothing either. That's my scandal. I got the whole series. Everything is a frequency. This room, when she started today, she set the tone. She put a frequency in the room, a frequency of empowerment, a frequency of success, a frequency of greatness. When you sit there and you look at those programs with those very low vibrational frequencies, you cause yourself to enter into a space of deterioration. You're deteriorating spiritually. You're deteriorating health-wise. The commercials in between the show that you look at, they're causing you to feel worse about yourself, worse about life, more dependent on pharmaceutical drugs, more dependent on doctors. And they all get paid off of you. And you're not making any money. We need to take this opportunity by the horns. And we need to go out and tell everybody we know that we have something that's going to make them healthier, that's going to make them stronger, more vibrant. Our men are challenged in that our reproductive organs don't reproduce anymore. We can't even function like we should as men. And that's not natural. Everybody knows somebody who was a grandfather at 90-something who had a 30-something-year-old girlfriend. You try that now without Viagra. See how you try that without Cialis, Viagra, and Levitra. Something has gone wrong. We got to get our health back. We got to understand that the food that we eat is causing us to be inflamed. And over and over and over again, come here, bro. We're going to use him as an undesirable example. He didn't even, oh, Lord, what you bringing me up here for? He doesn't even know. But if I take this brother right here, and I hit him on the shoulder like this, does it hurt? No. But by Wednesday, you'd be about ready to take me out, wouldn't you? Yes, you would. Because it'd be swollen, it'd be red. I wouldn't make it till Wednesday. No. But the thing about it, you hear what he said? It doesn't hit. It's not hitting me hard enough. And I don't feel it. By Wednesday, oh, it'll be hard. You ever carry a glass of water? Thank you. You ever carry a glass of water? Now, carrying a glass of water from here to the other side of the room, that's real simple. Carry it for about 5 hours. You be changing hands. Oh, man, burn me out. Well, same thing with that. You continue to hit your pancreas with all that sugar that you consume. You wake up in the morning and you're doing what? Toothpaste that's got what in it? Sugar. Right? Sugar. We ain't talking about the fluoride. Sugar. And then you go to the refrigerator and you get your ocean spray, right? Because it's got cranberry, so it must be healthy because it's got that. What else does it have in it? Sugar. And then you get your cereal, right? So you got your processed cereal that came pre-sweetened, but it's never sweet enough for you, right? I wanted to
add more sugar.
So add more sugar, right? And then you get out the house and on your way to work, you feel a little tired, so you go by Starbucks and you get yourself a Frappalape. And you put what in it?
Sugar.
And then next door to Starbucks, you see that there's a 7-Eleven, and you say,
I want me a donut.
Going to 7-Eleven. Give me a cinnamon bun. And you go get a cinnamon bun, but not just any cinnamon bun. You let the brother behind the counter, no, not that one.
The biggest one you got.
Get this one over here. Take that one off. Give me that one right there. And why do you want that one right down there?
Because it's bigger.
It's got more sugar on it.
No.
And how much sugar, or 3 teaspoons of sugar shuts down the immune system for how long?
3 hours.
1 hour. 1 hour. So after you consumed all that sugar, which I equate to about 60 teaspoons of sugar or more, how many hours have you shut down your immune system for? And you ain't even got to work yet?
3 hours.
For 20 hours. It'll be the middle of the night before your immune system says, woo! Man, what in the world did they do that to me for?
Dang.
And then we take other chemicals because we're not properly nourishing ourselves with the NutriBurst, right? We're not properly nourishing ourselves with the ISO-T and with the other products that we're getting here. We're consuming those things that we know are toxifying our body. So over the course of the day, we might find ourselves feeling a little nasally. I feel a little congested. So we take some Sudafed or we take some Actifed, right? Or we take some of these other chemicals that do what? Suppress the immune system. They suppress the immune system. Now, anybody know anything about cancer? I hear somebody in here does.
Yes.
Cancer happens as a result of what in the immune system?
Suppression.
A suppression of your immune system. And when you suppress your immune system in your finger, where else do you suppress your immune system? In your entire body. So those of us who are doing Benadryl and Actifed and Sudafed and Robitussin and all the chemicals that we're taking in because we like to be able to go out and not be nasally and sniffy and don't understand that the reason why you're that way, and I'm not that way, because I'm standing right next to you and you're sneezing and coughing and hacking, and I'm not that way, it's because of what we're putting into our bodies. We've got to change what we're putting into our body. And TLC has given us this opportunity to start with this punch. We've got a great punch that we can start this process. And we should be taking this tea every single day, twice, or as you hear, 3 times a day even, with each meal. But on top of that, stop eating crap.
Just stop.
Look at yourself in the mirror and say that I'm so much more worthy of something other than some crap. You don't date crap, do you? If crap comes to you at the club, it's got to be real, real late, brother. It ain't late enough yet. Come We don't date crap. You don't want to drive crap, right?
Right.
And when you drive that real expensive car, you don't put crap in the gas tank, do you? You don't. Start thinking of yourself as that Rolls Royce. And you will start looking like that Rolls Royce. You will start carrying yourself like that Rolls Royce. You will not need all the accents that you put on this Rolls Royce because the Rolls Royce looks good by itself. All of a sudden, you won't need to do all that extra stuff. You'll be like, I'm just going out just like me because me is fine. Right? So we start this process today. This is the beginning of the rest of your life. There are things that you heard today that you never have heard over the course of your life. And you may not ever hear them from anyone else again because I'm a fighter. I'm not a naturopath that's just in here trying to get clients so that I can make some more money on the side. I'm a fighter, and I'm fighting for you. I done got my fight together. I'm a big proponent of screenings. I think we should have a screening. We should do regular screenings. Don't you all like screenings? Yeah. I bet you don't like the screenings I like, though. Who's clapping? I bet you don't like the screenings that I like, though. I don't believe that you eat crappy food and then go to church basement for the screening after church service, check your blood pressure, check your blood, and just don't know. Oh, Lord, please. Help me that my blood, I know I ate that chitlins last night. And I know I ate that fried chicken yesterday afternoon. And I know I ate some hog maws yesterday. And I know I ate a bunch of potato chips all day long. But please let my blood pressure be normal. And it's not going to be normal. So my belief is that we should screen, but what we should screen is our plate. Are y'all with me?
Yes.
Say, I need to screen my plate.
I need to screen my plate.
Y'all need to say that again. I need to
Screen my plate. I need to screen my plate.
That's right. Because that's going into you and that's going to become you and that's why we're sick. Let's do this ISO-T. Let's change what's going into us. Let's change what's going into our mind. And you know what? One of the biggest things that I suggest that people do when they come to me and they say, Doc, I just can't figure out how to do it. I say, you know what? You need to change your friends. And if you can't change your friends, then you need to change your friends. Y'all with me? If you can't change your friends, then you need to change your friends. Y'all with me? That's right. This is serious. That's right. Because there's a funeral every other minute in D.C. And we're wondering how all the wealth in Prince George's County has been eroded. It's because we're putting all of our money into health care. Because see, we go and we get diabetes and we think, okay, I got good insurance, so I'll get the glucophage or I'll get the metformin. But is diabetes a deficiency of glucophage or metformin?
No.
So why do you take it?
Ignorant.
You get a headache and you take Excedrin, you take Tylenol, you take Bayer, you
BC.
take whatever, Aleve.
BC.
But is that a
Advil.
headache, a deficiency of those chemicals?
No.
So why do we take it?
To
Because back in the
relieve
day,
us.
we didn't used to take it. We would drink some water, right? Or we would use hot and cold to compress. And all of a sudden, we'd get over the headaches. And there are a lot of things that we used to do. And what we see now with ISO T is that all the things that we used to do, back in the day when Mama used to go out in the backyard and get some bark off the tree and pick up some weeds out the back and do all this stuff that she used to do and put it in the pot and drink it. Now we got it in a product that is packaged that we can take and we can give it to our loved ones and we can make money off of it and we can change our lives, right? And we can change our lives on many levels. It's great to make money, but it's also great to change your life. Let's change our zip code, right?
Dang.
Let's change that old
Yes.
Let's change our clothes, because there's stores that make clothes that look like the clothes that you're trying to make it look like you're wearing, right? Let's wear the clothes. Let's wear the clothes, right? And now let's stop having as an excuse. The reason why, Dr. Baruch, the reason why I can't eat healthy is because, what's the number one reason? It's too expensive. Let's get rid of that excuse. Let's get rid of the excuse that it's too expensive. And understand that when people ask me that question like that, I can't eat that way. But can you imagine having your breastplate cracked open, them going into your heart and taking off the blood vessels around your heart, or bypassing the blood vessels from around you? How do they bypass? Where they get the blood vessels from that they use to bypass? They get them out your leg. So now you got this scar on the inside of your leg because they got to take the blood vessels from here and bring them up here. And then people tell me, eating healthy is too hard. That's just too hard. I don't get how you do that. I pray over my food and it makes it all right. When you pray over healthy food, it makes it even better.
Yeah, right.
So, I thank you all very much. This is something that we want to do more regularly. This is something that we want to do for the benefit of you and those that you know and are connected to. Because at some point, you have got to become the change agent for somebody else.
Right. Amen.
Because I'm not convinced if all you're doing is changing yourself. You got to go out and change somebody else. Because one day in my life, I decided I'm eating healthy and have been eating healthy and I'm getting all the benefits, but everybody else was suffering. It didn't do me any good. I had to go out and help somebody else change, right? The greatest in the kingdom is the what? The servant. The servant. Let's go out and serve our communities. Let's make our communities, let's make our family, let's be that example first. But then let's help our communities, let's help restore the health and quality of life of our community. Let's help restore the financial status, solvency of our community. Let's get all that back where it used to be, where it should be. We are a great people. We've got to stop allowing somebody to tell us that we're less than. And we've got to stop telling ourselves that we're less than. When I look at the TV programs and I see our people being mowed down like cattle, I have to ask the question, but I know how they feel about me, but how do we feel about it? How do we feel about us? And if we felt better about us, then that wouldn't happen. Because remember, when you used to have problems at school, you brought in your brothers or your sisters or whoever it is you needed to bring in, and all of a sudden, because of how they felt about you, you got protection and they didn't mess with you anymore, whoever they were. Well, we don't have that anymore. So this is our opportunity to bring community and bring family and build love. And on this vehicle called TLC, we're going to build this love, and we're going to be on this train, and we're not going to let the train leave the tracks without us. We're going to go. We're going to be on this train when it leaves the station. Let's get on board. Let's link arms. We're going to be with you now. We're going to be with you as you go through it. We're going to be with you at the top. Okay? And you all have to really understand this. Some of us, we don't want to get out of our comfort zone. We're afraid. I'm afraid. I'm going to be there with you. I'm a restaurateur. Got 3 restaurants, but I'm doing this because I know that this restaurant business is not going to get me where I got to go and need to go financially to be able to affect the lives that I need to. I'm going to be here with you. So let's come on board. Let's get on this train. Put your excuses behind you, all of your reasons, that whole long list of everything that you come up with. Just throw all that away and trust and believe that the people that you've heard today talk, we ain't crazy, right? And you ain't making the money that we making, and you need to be, right?
Right.
So get on board with some folks that are doing this so that you can get yours. Thank you very much.